Hi guys. So, before I get into telling you all about the ways to ride the bus, let me just say, new camera. My better quality one is kind of, oh, there we go, broken. So, yeah. As you can tell, that's a problem. Because this is what it looks like from my old camera. That white stuff right here in the corner, that's the giant crack in my phone. So yeah, you guys are going to be getting videos from this camera now, which is very sensitive to motion. So for example, yeah. So, finding a seat on the bus. Now, there's two things about this. This is the seat you're going to be sitting in the entire bus ride. Whether you're the first stop and have to ride it a long time in the morning, or you're the last stop and have to ride it for a long time in the afternoon. Either way, you're kind of stuck riding your bike for a while. Bus for a while. Bus, bike, bus. You're stuck riding the bus for a while. At some point in the day. So, how to pick a good seat. Now, if you're one of the first people on the bus, whether it's the first stop or you're the first one on the bus after school, here's what you do. Unless you're one of those really, really talkative people or one of the more quiet people, don't sit straight up front or all the way in the back. Those are usually where the groups sit. You want to sit somewhere between row 6 and row 8. These are the more quiet people who don't want to have conversations sit. And so if you're one of the first people on the bus and you don't want somebody sitting with you, sit down with either your backpack near the window and you sitting on the edge, or you sitting near the window and your backpack on the other seat. This shows that you don't want people sitting next to you. Now, if you want to add to it, sit by the window, put your backpack on the seat, and put your feet up. Or at least one of your feet up. And just sit there. Now, normally you have to deal with the fact that people are going to look at you and be like, hey, can you move your backpack? This is a solution to that. Now, if most people are normally socially awkward, they're not going to walk up to somebody who's got a giant pair of headphones on and say, and tap on their shoulder and be like, could you scoot over? Generally. I do that, but that's mostly because the person that I usually end up sitting next to is the only person on my bus I can actually stand. Because the majority of them are all idiots. But, anyway. So, have a pair of headphones on. And then when people are getting on the bus, look down at your phone. Don't pay attention to people on the bus. If you got your giant headphones on, covering your ears, and you're sitting there tapping away on your phone, nobody's gonna come and bother you. I mean, would you want to talk to somebody who's doing this the entire time? Just sitting there being like, yeah, exactly. So, when you've got somebody who's doing that, if you're doing that, people aren't going to just walk up to you. Normally. Now, if you're one of the last people on the bus, and there are no open seats left, here's what you gotta do. Sit with the least annoying person. This is when the you having your headphones on thing doesn't exactly work out. Because there's only so many seats left, and you're the only non-annoying person on the bus. Anyone with common sense who, doesn't have a friend on the bus is going to try and bug you and sit with you. Probably because they don't want a conversation. So, here's what I do. When I get on the bus and there's no open seats, I still go between that 6th and 8th row thing, and then I find the least annoying person there is. a person who doesn't have a ton of friends on the bus who are going to keep yelling and saying, hey, hey, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, no, talk to me. Because that usually makes me want to shoot somebody. So there's this one kid on my bus who usually wears headphones and doesn't really talk to anybody on the bus. And so I'll get on the bus, he'll have his headphones in, and I'll kind of tap on his shoulder and say, hey, can I sit here? And he scoots over slightly, because he's already, not taking up the entire seat. So I'll sit down. I'll ask him how he is, have probably a 2-second conversation, and then nothing for the rest of the bus ride. Which I'm pretty sure is preferred by both of us. So yeah, when picking your seat for the bus, whether it's first thing in the morning or in the afternoon, or whether you're one of the first or last people on the bus, do yourself a favor. Sit between the 6th and 8th row, headphones, phone, and if you have to, sit with the least annoying person there is. Because unless you've got friends on the bus, nobody wants to be talking to anybody. Alright, you guys, this is another Tips to Surviving High School. This is part 2 in the bus series. So look forward to another one next week. This is Snow Kate and her not brand new, but her annoying motion problemed computer signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow.